What is going on, everybody? Shri Kanase here, and in this video I'm going to be telling you exactly how one of my dropshipping stores did roughly $11,136.61 in about 17 days. Before all of the keyboard warriors start commenting, "Why are you lying to us? These are sales. What are you talking about? Show us your profit. You're fake. You're fraud." Yes, the amount that I'm referring to is sales. As you see on my dashboard right here, on the top left, it says about $11,136.61 gross sales in this period. When we talk about profit, this store does roughly 20% in profit, and just this month it has been 20%. But by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what strategy I used to take this new store to $11,000 in 17 days. Because not everybody can do something like this, and that's too with profits. But the biggest thing about this that makes a lot of people wonder as to how I did it is 99% of it is not Facebook ads. I'll admit about 1% of it is Facebook ads, but that is because those were retargeting ads. The rest come from another source, which I'll be talking about in just a second. But without wasting any more time, let's just jump right into it. So before going into the specifics, I want to go ahead and refresh the page for you guys so you guys do know that this is real and not something I just made up. So over here, there you go, I just refreshed it, $11,136.61 about on July 6th of this month. There was a slight dip, as you can see, in sales, and that was because of my own mistake with a campaign for my winning product getting de-optimized. And because of that issue, the sales did drop, and this is through 99% through Google Ads. But with the Google Ads, if you guys have been following me for a while, and if you guys have been up to date with the videos that I posted regarding Google Ads, you know that Google Ads takes a lot of time to optimize, about 5 to 7 days, which is why, as you see, after about 6th of July, I had to wait a few days for it to jump back up. And on the 14th of July, it started to go back up. It did roughly $889 on about 15th of July. And today it has done roughly $773.12. But to achieve results like this with Google Ads, there's a very simple strategy that you have to use. And before I go into the strategy, I want to also show you my Google Analytics account for this specific store to show you that indeed 99% of it came from another source besides Facebook ads. So as you can see, the time frame is July the 1st to the 17th of July when I'm recording this video. And if we go ahead and go back to the specific dashboard, we can see that currently the dashboard is showing users versus the e-commerce conversion rate. Usually my e-commerce store is around 6% conversion rate, but after the dip it did go down to about 2%. But as you can see, it is slightly up now, about 3% today, and about 2 days ago it was 5%. And that is the beauty about building a strong foundation, which is your website in this case, which is why I'm getting such high conversion rates, 4%, 3%, 4%. When I get good conversion rates like these on the good days, my profits are much higher than the average person getting conversion rates of about 2%, which is what I get on the bad days. As you can see, when the campaign did get de-optimized, my conversion rate was about 2%, which is actually the industry average. But you should always be trying to get your conversion rate above the 3% level. As you can see, 5%, 4%, that is what I've always aimed at. But what I want to show you is the sources and medium of traffic where I'm getting a lot of traffic from. So the number one source of traffic, as you guys see over here, where I got 13,039 of my visits. This month I've gotten only about 13,912, and 13,039 visits, which is 92%, as you can see over here, came from Google CPC. And Google CPC is actually referring to Google Ads. The next one up is m.facebook.com, which is of course those retargeting ads I was talking about, and those only account for 2.46% of the total users. So clearly I'm barely even using Facebook ads to generate results like these over here. And the conversion rate on average is about 4.91%, as you see on the right over here, but the rest of the traffic, about 2.35%, and 1% actually comes from direct organic traffic, meaning traffic of people who have shared my ad on their social media accounts. So as you can see, a very small portion of this comes from Facebook. The rest is just organic traffic and mostly Google Ads traffic. But how did I achieve such results without the use of Facebook ads? Because nowadays people think that Facebook ads is the only way to get results. If they're not learning about Facebook ads, or if they're not crushing it with Facebook ads, they're doing something wrong. And this is the main common belief a lot of people have gotten. But that's why I'm here to tell you that Facebook ads is not the only platform where you can achieve success. There are many other ways to achieve success. there's one right in front of you on your screen, one which is called Google Ads. And the earlier people understand this and the earlier they start kind of going away from Facebook, because Facebook is getting saturated, the better their results will be in the long run. But let's go ahead and go on over to our Google Doc to go over exactly how I was able to do $11,136 in 17 days only. I'm a big believer in replication, and I know that this strategy can be replicated over and over again, so you really need to pay attention what I'm about to go over in this video. And I highly recommend you watch this video a few times over because you'll understand it much better. But let's start off with the most important piece of the puzzle, and that is the product itself, because let's face it, without a proper product, nothing is gonna work for you, period. I wish I could say something else, but unfortunately product is about 95% of everything, and it really determines whether you find success or not with your e-commerce business. But with the product that I'm selling, and for this Google Ads store, 98% of my sales came from one single product, but that product actually solved a specific problem. I can't go over exactly what problem it solved because I'm still selling that product, but I personally believe products which solve some kind of issue or problem with a person's life are the ones that can really be scaled to the moon. There are two types of products out there in the market. Number one is need product, meaning it solves a problem or solves an issue, and number two, a want product, meaning people don't really need that product, they kind of just want it. It fulfills one of their desires, whether it is a desire for getting more love, compassion, friendship, acquaintances, etc. And out of these two categories, the number one category, which is the need product, are the ones that usually shine the most. And this is of course in my personal experience. I've also had a lot of success with want products. In fact, one of my main winning products for my main niche store was a want product. But nowadays I'm thinking that problem solving products are the way to go. So when you do research, whether it is through Aliexpress or Facebook feeds or any other website you use, always try to look for those products which kind of solve a person's problem. It could be solving a specific problem in their lives or just making something easier for them. In addition to that, this product was somewhat seasonal. It related to a specific season and the activities people do in a specific season. And because of that, this product really took off around this time when I'm recording this video in July. And what I personally believe is that no matter what kind of products you have on your store, you should always have a few select products on your store which relate to specific seasons as well. Because even though you get sales from these other products, these seasonal products can really shine and make a killing just because they are in demand right now whenever you have listed them. And usually what I notice is that year after year in that specific season, those products start to sell well again. So it can be kind of a repetitive thing which gets you sale every single year in that specific time period. But one more thing that really stood out in my product was that it was convenient and could be taken anywhere. It was sort of portable and a very small product, so people didn't really have to spend a lot of time, energy, or money taking it with them. They could just go out of their home with the product, or they could keep it in their home and use it there as well. So there were no restrictions as to where they could use this product, and people love when things don't restrict them. The more freedom you give a customer and the more freedom your products give to your customer, the more it will sell. But in addition to that, my product had a cool design and it was kind of appealing to the eyes. A product which has good functionality and solves a problem are great sellers, but if it solves a problem and is appealing to the eyes, it will make you 6 figures or 7 figures. And that is the beauty about these problem-solving products. When it solves a problem and looks good, it's like a double win-win situation for the customer, and it kind of makes more people want to purchase it, which is why I had such a great conversion rate. My product solved the problem and it looked good too, so people kind of wanted it more often and they were willing to pay the price. But now that we've gone over the product itself, let's go on to the second important section of selling products on your own store, and that is the ads themselves. So with this specific product, what I did is I tested this product with one single Google Ads general campaign. And if you don't know what a general campaign is, click the link on the top right above my head to watch the video on setting up a general campaign. But a Google Ads general campaign is basically one single campaign which tests all of the products you have on your store. So in this case, what I did is I had multiple products already added on my store. When I added this product to my store, I had already about 70 products and they were all getting tested within this one Google general campaign. But when I added this product and after a few days of addition, what I noticed is that Google started allocating majority of the entire budget of that campaign to this specific product. And at that time, the budget of the campaign was about $50. But after the product got approved, which was 3 days later, and the ad started for that product, on day 1 of the product testing, I got 3 sales. And since the budget of the campaign was $50, I was only at break even, but I knew that I was upon a golden winning product because I had just uploaded this product a few days ago and it was already getting me sales compared to the other products which weren't really working that well. So what I did with this product is that I started something called a standalone campaign. And what a standalone campaign is basically a single campaign for a specific product. What I did is I duplicated my general campaign into a brand new campaign. I excluded all of the other products besides this one product which had gotten me 3 sales. So only this product was only running, and that is known as a standalone campaign. But what I did is I started that standalone campaign at about $25 per day budget, and I set the same bid as it was getting in the general campaign, which is about 30 cents. So the majority of the clicks were coming at 30 cents, so that's what I decided to set the bid at. But I waited 5 to 7 days to see what this campaign was doing. It didn't really do much of an impact on the first and second day, but after day 3 and onwards, it really started going in and started getting me sales. So I definitely knew that this was a winning product, and after waiting about 6 days, what I did is I decided to increase the specific budget of that campaign because every single day it was spending that entire $25. So I increased it to about $35 and continue on with the process. But when it comes to scaling or increasing the budgets, you have to keep 2 things in mind. Only increase the bid of the campaign if the campaign is hitting the budget every single day. So if you start to see that every single day the campaign is hitting whatever budget you've allocated for your campaign, go ahead and increase the bid first. Once you increase the bid and you start to see that the campaign is spending all of the budget again for that specific campaign, that is when you go ahead and increase the budget. So in this case, what you want to be doing is you want to be alternating between bid, budget, increase bid, then increase budget, increase bid, then increase budget. You want to do this over and over again until your campaign basically gets to the level where when you increase the budget, it just doesn't perform as well as it used to before. And that is when you just keep it at that specific budget. But until then, keep on alternating between increase of budget and bid so that you can scale it properly. But just running ads for your specific products aren't enough when it comes to Google Ads. You also have to utilize SEO techniques. So with SEO, I have actually a cool video on my channel which goes over the exact ins and outs of SEO. The link should have popped up right above my head. Do check that out. But as you saw on the Google Analytics page, a lot of my visits also came from organic traffic and SEO because of the SEO techniques I had used. And the main SEO technique I had used for this specific product was that I had used multiple keywords relating to this product in my description and in my title. And I had repeated them over and over again several times. So when it comes to the description itself, I normally recommend that you create a description with 250 to 300 words. And within those 250 to 300 words, 10% to 30% of your entire description should contain SEO keywords. So let's say, for example, your entire description has 300 words in total. 10% or 30% of those 300 words, meaning 10 words to 30 words, should be properly researched SEO keywords. You want to include these keywords naturally into the sentences that you use within the description, and when it comes naturally, Google will start to rank you for those keywords as well, and you will be ranked higher for your ad as well on Google Ads. So you'll get traffic from both sides, both organic traffic and also more traffic via ads themselves. But I highly recommend that you focus more on SEO. Again, watch that video that I just recommended to really get your SEO on point if you want to achieve results just like these ones. And finally, we move on to the specific images used for this product, because yes, with Google Ads, images are super important. So what I did for this product is I only used the images which others were not using on their Google Ads listings. So my main winning keyword, which gets most of my sales, what I did is I went on Google and I just typed it in to see what kind of images other people, my competitors specifically, were using. And all I did was not use the same images that they were using because I wanted to stand out of the crowd. With Google Ads, everything works best if you stand out of the crowd. So when it comes to images, use images which other people are not using and really make sure that those images are high quality. But again, doing that really made my ad stand out of the crowd and got more and more traffic to my ad itself. But in addition to that, I had used a GIF image in the description as well. It seems that using GIF images when you're advertising on Google actually makes your listing rank higher when it comes to the ad itself. Google may be associating a GIF image with higher ranking and higher quality of a product page, so maybe that is why your ads rank higher. But comparing to just images versus a GIF, I highly recommend that you also have a GIF inside your description, especially if you're running Google ads. But that was the entire strategy as to how I achieved $11,136 in about 17 days. Barely any use of Facebook ads. Again, majority came from Google. But if you found any type of value in this video, smash that like button down below and don't forget to subscribe if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos to stay up to date to the videos I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll see you guys next time.